The ultimate showdown. 2 writers, 2 fanfiction scripts. And only you can choose which one wins. It's the fanfiction showdown.
Hello and welcome to Fanfiction Showdown. I'm Ben O'Brien, your host. Today we have just quite the show for you. We're doing Halloween as the theme. Now, if you've never been here for Fanfiction Showdown, it is the epic show where we epically pit 2 scripts, fanfiction writers, against each other in a battle to the death. And who decides who wins on Fanfiction Showdown? Great question. You do, the chat. That's called interactivity, and boy, does it get those metrics going crazy. And the producers, for the higher ups come and they go, "You guys, the metrics are nuts." And we said it's because of the interactivity. But anyway, this is Fanfiction Showdown. If something's cool and I like it, it gets this with a nope. That's the wrong sound. I'm sorry. Wait, I did it. I'm stupid. If something's cool and I like it, it gets this. If something's dumb and I hate it. There you
and
go.
It's okay to make mistakes.
And shut up, Cricket.
It was George Clinton.
You're not allowed to talk until I introduce you. Okay.
We all make mistakes.
This is Fanfiction Showdown is a special show. And what would a special show be without a special guest? Please welcome our special guest. I'm very excited to introduce this person. It's the first time we've ever had someone on the show who has seen the show. So that's a pretty big moment for us. So please welcome to the show, Camirin Farmer.
Hello, this is my favorite show, and I'm so happy to be here and be special here.
We're so glad that you're here, Cameron. We're so proud of you. Everything that you've done has been impressive.
Robbie,
you're
not on the show until I introduce you, Robbie. So please.
But the thing I didn't get to say before the show about George Clinton was that it was George Clinton's cocaine.
We're not talking about that. That's something from before the show, and we don't talk about that during the show, especially before you. Yes, shut up. Okay, so I needed to say that.
I didn't interrupt Cameron's intro because I respect them too much.
Thank you so much, Cricket. I really appreciate it.
I just wanted to say that Camirin has a podcast called Bong Hits Pod. Okay.
Yes,
Google
I like
it. Bong Hits Pod. They are the host of their own podcast. They don't even need us.
I appreciate it.
Well, no, I appreciate you. You're extraordinarily special, and you're probably the most special, greatest person we've ever had on the show.
Absolutely. So always proud.
Anyway, so now it's
proud of.
Cut back to me and mute Robbie and mute Cricket. Thank you. So now it's time to introduce the least special people of the show. Very not special. These people are on the show every week. In fact, we should probably switch them out, honestly, for other people, just to jazz things up a little bit. But anyway, got to keep it positive is what they keep telling me. So our first contestant, I'm very honored to introduce to her. She's one of my favorite people on earth. Please welcome to the show, Cricket Harrison.
Thank you so much, Ben. Hello, everyone. I just want to say I am not going to talk about what Robbie said to me this week because it wouldn't be professional to say on air, but I just want to say we all make mistakes. I forgive you, Robbie. I won't say what it was, no matter who asks me. It's as if it never happened, and we can just move on and stay friends. So I still support you. I love you. It's okay. I mean, it's not okay what you said to me, but now it's okay, and we're going to be able to move forward.
Thanks, Cricket. Thanks. It sounds like there's a lot of gray area involved in that, is complex, complicated, especially these days. And I just hope that Robbie is sorry. So let's see. We got to introduce our next contestant. It's always our contestant on the show. He's someone who I've known for a very long time. Robby Ratcliffe. Please welcome to the show, Robby Ratcliffe.
Hey, Ben, so glad to be here. So wonderful to be here with Cameron. Such a big fan, Cameron. Again, just want to put it out there that everything you've done up to this point in your life has been stellar, has been amazing. The stars are in your eyes, and I have only a telescope to see the stars. And the stars in your eyes are the ones that I'm looking for.
Wow,
And
thank you
as
so
far
much.
as before I
Sorry.
go any further, I would like to say
Sorry.
that Cricket has been extremely gracious with me after the terrible things that we talked about on the
All right,
telephone and in person. There was no pee-pee, no poo-poo the last episode. I was clearly robbed. And
Robbie, we're not
will
talking
move
about
on.
I forgive you. I
That's
just forgive you.
That's more gray area stuff. Okay, we're not getting into gray area stuff.
I mean, you can't. There's not really a question of gray. So when you're talking about the pee-pees and the poo-poos,
I just
want
wanna
to
say-
poo-poo and
Last
sometimes
week I
there's not.
learned the power of anger, and this week I've learned the power of forgiveness, and it's even more powerful.
This is already really powerful.
Everyone needs to shut up because this is not fan fiction boring. This is fan fiction showdown. So, and that means we got to get to these damn scripts. But before we can get to the scripts, we have to do the worst part of the show, which is drawing.
How proud we are of Cameron.
Oh, yes. I
Okay,
love
for the drawings
drawings.
now. The drawings is a part of the show where Robbie and Cricket make drawings in an effort to sway the vote. It never works. It has no point, and we do it anyway. So let's see those drawings.
Let's see the point. This is the first drawing of the show. No pee-pee, no poo-poo, and it's a real point getter because we need those points. We're going to be taking this all the way to the end of the show, collecting the points wherever we can find them.
Okay, well,
Pee-pee,
I just want to
poo-poo.
say,
If you mention pee
I
pee poo poo
didn't-
again, I'm taking points off, Robbie.
I
Go ahead,
didn't do
Cricket.
a drawing
Fair
because I
enough.
knew Robbie was so
Robbie,
upset
I'll
that
put
he
on-
lost last week.
I'll put on points.
You can give Robbie points, that's cool, but I didn't do a drawing because Robbie was so upset and I thought I would just let him have the drawing. So I didn't do one, but I did do kind of like an emotional art project based on how I felt after Robbie said the thing to me, which again, I will not say what it was.
It was.
So this is sort of an emotional project based on how Robbie made me feel.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. All right.
That's
Wow.
arresting.
If this
That's,
show if this had any bearing on the show or the outcome, then I would be impressed. You know.
Why?
I just want to
So
say we're
cool.
all pumpkins.
What do you like about this,
inside.
Ben?
Cammy, you keep track of those points.
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna
we will
write
move
down.
on with the show. We got to get to this fan fiction part now. We slogged through the drawings. That was really terrible. So it's
There
time.
was only one drawing because I wanted
Who
Robbie to be able
goes
to shine.
every
Cricket, I gave you 2
And
points.
clearly,
Thanks, Cameron.
What
Every-
the hell's
every-
going on with the points?
every
You
image
got
is-
1 point.
All right.
Every image is a drawing, Cricket. Okay, so we're gonna move on to the coin toss. We got to know who goes first. We need a coin toss. Now we don't have a coin.
Don't have
Boxed water. So I'm gonna flip. Wait, no,
Nope.
wait. Oh, I'm sorry. We have to go to the rules. I messed up.
Eric, the rules.
Once
Ben.
again, Eric.
All right.
Forced
Shouts
upon
out
me
to
a part
Eric.
of the show that I didn't want to go to, but he made it happen. So anyway, so here we go. Here, this isn't just the intro for this part. This isn't just dumb show. This is real cool show. It needs rules. So, characters. The characters this week are Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger. My favorite thing about Freddy is that he's German. Michael Myers. These are the
I
characters.
think he's Dutch. That's not really a German name, actually.
Kruger.
It's just I was a
Kroger.
German
You're
major.
thinking
and
of
so
Kroger.
All right, all right.
Oh, Kroger.
Kruger
And,
is
then, and
actually
what part
a
in
much
the
more
class did you learn
German
all the
name.
German last names?
They learned that year
All right,
too.
I don't care. We're just taking too long. All right, first rule. They are all really insecure about how scary they are. 2, anytime someone tries to explain their origin story, they are interrupted. 3, one of them is a diehard Bush senior supporter. 4, no one can remember who's supposed to be wearing the hockey mask. 5, Freddy is an INFJ. This is stated, so we don't have any pee-pee poo-poo problems.
I'm 1 too.
6, the line actually Obama started our over-reliance on drone warfare is said, and there's an extra period there for no reason. Next.
It's okay to make mistakes.
7, everyone learns a Halloween lesson.
Halloween lesson is there's no pee-pee
Nope,
poo-poo.
shut up. Michael Myers says $1 million and puts his pinky by his mouth. 9, Jason is Polly, and those are the rules.
I'm really,
Robbie,
that
I
was
just-
great, Ben.
Those
It's
are
time
really
for
good
the-
rules.
Another point for
All right,
people.
time for the coin toss,
Thank
and
you,
we're
Cameron.
going to use this boxed water. We got to toss the coin to see who goes first.
Boxed water is better.
Whoa.
Boxed water for your friends and family.
It's Cricket.
Cool. Thanks, Box Water. Thanks, Ben.
I think
Robbie,
I would like to do
I
a
forgive
reflip
you.
because the boxed water jingle I just came up
No,
with.
we
got
gotta
to
keep-
It was
The
pretty
jingle
good,
was
but
good,
I
but-
still won.
We got to go forward. We got to go because we're
All right.
wasting time.
We are definitely wasting
So,
time.
yeah.
which is
Okay,
why we're
so-
going to say that tonight's sponsor is Adson mini HDMI cords. Adson mini HDMI cords from all the way from Shenzhen to your TV with the mini HDMI out.
Robbie, I can't believe that
it's not
given
our
what you said
sponsor.
to me this week that you would bring up HDMI cords right now. That's all I'll
Okay,
say.
go
But I'm
ahead.
not going to say what it was.
Go
So
ahead, Cricket.
let's just get into my script. It's called Three Angry Men and a Baby. Ben, I would love it if you would read stage directions.
I will.
I will be playing the role of Jason. Robbie, if you would play the role of Michael. And Cameron, if you would play the role of Freddie, I would be.
Yes.
That's awesome. Okay, great. Let's take it away. Again, it's called Three Angry Men and a Baby.
Okay. Let's get into that script.
Script is bad.
So good. So
Fade-
good. Whenever you're ready, Ben, take it
Thank
away.
you. Fade up on a trendy Manhattan loft. Wow, have you ever seen such a refined yet masculine space? The beams exposed, the walls a dark and neutral palette, the countertops burnished steel. Wow, is that smell of wood smoke or bacon? It's not coming from anywhere, it just is. We zoom in on one framed photo that hangs above the manly fireplace. It shows 4 best friends, Freddie, Jason, Michael, and Snake Plissken. They're each holding up a big dying fish in one hand and a martini glass in the other. Each man wears a polo shirt embroidered with a different phrase. Freddie says, "Best friends, no homo." Jason says, "Why live with a cow when you can just buy milk at the store and live with 3 other men?" Michael says, "Life is good," with a smiling stick figure paddling a kayak. Snake Plissken's shirt says, "I'd rather be fishing. Oh wait, I am." On one wall are 4 identical doors to the outside world. Above them hang manly little plaques with their names engraved on them. Just then, the Michael, Freddie, and Jason doors swing open at the same time, and 3 businessmen walk in carrying briefcase. Why, it's Michael, Freddie, and Jason.
My men, Michael and Freddie. Usually Snake Plissken would be here, but he's off in Vegas trying to get that D wet.
A long day. Thank God it's just us men who know how to relax together without any hassle.
Michael walks to a big button on the wall and presses it. A brick swings around to reveal a hidden compartment that's stacked with 10,000 highball glasses pre-filled with whiskey. He removes 3 and tosses 2 to his friends.
I don't know about you fellows, but I'm beat for my... Is that what he sounds like?
That's awesome.
It's perfect.
Pretty good.
Yes,
Okay.
that's
Perfect.
right on, yes.
Yeah.
I'm beat for my high-powered job scaring people.
So good.
Oh,
Thank
cool.
you.
Yeah.
They all try to drink their whiskey, but because they've forgotten to take off their scary masks, they can't get it in their mouths, and it pours everywhere. There's a tense moment. Then all 3 burst out into peals of cheerful laughter.
Like our hero Steve Urkel, I have to say, did I do that?
Gets me every time. Did I do that?
Did I do that? Well, no worries, no worries, men. There's plenty more where that came from.
Point of order, I would like to say that the script can't really get any better from this point on, so why don't we just stop and then move on to my script?
All right. Okay, point of order seen and overruled. All right. All 3 men remove their scary faces. Underneath, they all look like carbon copies of noted television actor Josh Hartnett. Freddie tosses another round of whiskey glasses out to his friends. This time, they both fail to catch them, and the glass shatters everywhere.
Oops, did I do that?
Did I do that?
Okay, fellas, let's try a little harder.
Freddie tosses 2 more glasses. This time, they catch them just fine. Everyone drinks their whiskey in silence. Freddie tosses another round. They drink that in silence. He tosses another round. They drink it in silence. He tosses another round. They drink this one while they talk to each other.
So, fellas, this is the life, huh? No nagging, no responsibilities, just us 3 buddies in a nice Manhattan loft with high-powered careers where we scare people all day long.
Nothing can interrupt our peace and quiet because we are confirmed bachelors.
I'm certain that everything's going to stay just as it is forever. Just as it is since my first day as a scary person, Win.
Suddenly, a doorbell rings. They all start. They look at the door labeled Snake Plissken.
I just want to say that's a green card for interrupting someone when they start their origins.
Well, everybody has to get interrupted.
Yeah, hey, Eric, I would actually appreciate it if you didn't make the ding until I put up the green card.
Oh,
Ooh, you're gonna. Oh,
So,
you
yeah,
got it
no,
right. That's a red card right
Ben,
there. for messing
it's
with Eric.
okay.
Card for
Everyone
Eric, a
makes
green card
mistakes
for Cricket.
sometimes. Okay, thank you.
Just saying.
All right.
He's
Like,
just starting to
beautiful.
get. Eric's just starting to get a little
Thanks, Cameron.
relaxed.
We should also point out that Cricket misspelled Pliskin in the script. So
It's not a spelling competition. I actually get points for creativity. So thanks if you can
Points
mark
for
that
the
down,
points for
Cameron.
the spelling of Snake's last
I'll
name.
mark
Put
that
down,
down.
Cameron.
I
And
can't
let's
Snake
take it.
Pliskin.
Plissken's not real. So
We will take it from Freddy's
top of page 3, maybe.
top of page 3. Suddenly a doorbell rings. They all start. They look at the door labeled Snake Plissken.
That's Snake Plissken's door, but he's in Vegas trying to get that D wet. Who could it be?
we better answer, but first we better put our masks back on in case we need to scare people.
The three men stand up. At this point, they've each had 4 whiskeys in the space of 10 minutes, and they're shit-faced.
Wait, I get this hockey one, right?
No, I'm Freddy's hockey. I'm this white one with hair. You're the yucky face one with red parts.
I think I wear the cool hat, and with it, the hockey mask.
And that's a green card on that.
Thank you.
Freddie puts on the hat and hockey mask. Jason puts on the mask with hair attached. Michael tries to squeeze the yucky face mask over his head, but he can't get it on, so he just looks like Josh Hartnett with a scary mask up on the top of his head. They all go answer the door.
We're
So scary. Look out!
Out!
Pretty scary thing to say. They peer
Pretty
around.
scary
No
thing to
one
say.
is at the door. Then the camera zooms down to the doorstep. A little basket lies there. From within the basket, we hear a baby crying.
What the?
Look, there's a note. Read it, Michael. I can't see through my scary mask.
Dear Snake Plissken, remember our wild night together when you got your tea wet and me? Well, this is what happened 9 months later. She's yours. I can't take care of her, so you better do it. Sincerely, a woman.
Snake Plissken, pee pee poo poo.
Beep beep poo poo is right. This thing smells.
Well, we
that a
can't
red
leave her
card?
here. We might get in trouble. And I just want to say that
Well, red card?
Cricket
Why?
no
talk about
points. No points for the pee pee poo poo in this.
I don't want points. I just don't
We
want
can't
a
just
red
be
card.
plugging. We can't just be plugging pee
It
pee
can be a
poo poo in
neutral
wherever we want.
fact. Not everything has to be red card or point.
Just keep it going. We'll talk about it in the mid-script break.
Okay.
Whatever.
Okay. So they don't. It's from your line, Ben.
They all agree that they really don't want to get in trouble. Then they agree that we're about halfway through. All right. At the beginning of the
It's
show, I
going
said if I
really
hear
well.
pee pee poo poo, you get a card. And
That's right.
Cricket, what you were doing was instigating. You know what Robbie's. You know it's going to make Robbie go crazy, and now you're acting all innocent.
No, I forgive Robbie. You don't understand. Even though he said something to me that I can't repeat here,
Yes.
I don't want him to worry. I
And
just
what have
want
we
him
said
to
about
truly live.
doing higher road manipulation tactics?
Just because the road's up high doesn't mean driving on it is manipulative.
When we go,
I
when they go,
don't
when they,
know
when
about
they
that.
go, when they go low, we go high, and when they get regular HDMI cords, we come in with AdSense mini HDMI cords from Shenzhen Tech. Limited in
Cut away from
beautiful
Robbie, please.
downtown
Cut
Robbie,
away
I
from
don't.
Robbie.
I just.
Okay,
I'm going to snap if
we
you
need
bring
to
up
get
the
this-
HDMI cord again.
They're mini HDMI cords, Cricket. They're mini HDMIs.
Robbie,
Okay.
I already forgave you.
So
I
here
gave
is-
each person a point for pee pee poo poo, by the way. So
That's
even
fine.
if
That's fine.
Ben red cards
As long
you,
as someone's, as long as, can you?
What are you
Are you
doing,
okay?
Robbie?
I think did my video cut out?
No,
No.
No.
Robbie, can it though? You know. So here is what I'm trying to say. Let's bring this back to the script. The chat. Now we've gotten a lot of the dings. We've gotten a lot of the rules so far. The chat was a lot of them were predicting that Michael would be the Bush senior supporter. But that's one thing that's yet to. That a lot of them thought, Michael seems like a big Bush senior. So that's one thing left to figure out.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I just want to say really quickly that that I think what's really interesting, Cricket, is you decided to go with a script that's not scary at all for Halloween. And that's
Actually, the burden of parenthood is one of the scariest things that someone can undergo in their life.
I think
we're gonna get into
men
this.
are men are.
I'll give you a green card for that. You're right. You're
Yeah.
right. You're correct.
I
All
also
right,
want to say I haven't seen any of these movies and I don't know anything about the characters.
well, that's great. And Cricket, I love that. And I wouldn't expect you to know anything ever
Yes.
about anything.
Right.
So I love that for you. And
Except somehow
let's
she
get
knows
back.
like all the German last names.
Yeah, I do, because you learned that in year 2.
Let's get back into this.
I didn't
script.
major in scary movies.
She didn't major in the words.
Back in the script. Cut back. Okay, so everyone's whatever. So cut back to what used to be the manly loft. It's now covered in diapers, rattles, tiny pink socks, and stuffed animals. Freddie is walking back and forth trying to soothe a sobbing baby girl.
I'm going nuts. Here, you take her.
Freddie shoves her at Michael. She immediately calms down in his arms.
Hey, that's a sweet girl. That's a sweet girl. Hey, what am I saying? Did she calm down when I picked her up? I'm supposed to be scary. Am I still scary?
He makes a scary face at Jason, but he's not wearing his mask, so he just goofy and handsome. Like this picture of famous actor Josh Hartnett making a face.
I just want to point out this is the picture.
Interactive.
That I'm
What the
wearing.
hell? Are we allowed to just
That's-
start showing pictures of actors?
Yeah, well, when it's
That's
written
the
into the
point.
script. I mean, Josh Hartnett though.
Josh
Josh Hartnett.
Josh Hartnett.
He was the one in.
We're gonna lose the thread of the
It's
script,
not
so
the
Robbie,
point.
we need you to do your
Can-
line.
He's D'Artagnan.
Okay. Oh, come on, Michael, you're still plenty scary. Look at me.
Jason is up on top of a ladder, nailing up a banner that says Daddy's Little Princess. The apostrophe in Daddy's is after the S to imply that she has more than just one daddy.
Why am I even doing this? I canceled my dates with both my primary and secondary partners to hang this banner. My D hasn't been wet in days. At least you're still scary, Freddie.
Me? Ha! I haven't slept in 3 nights. I had to call in sick to the scary office. I couldn't scare a field mouse.
$1 million. That's how much money I'm gonna make to buy you anything you want. I'm talking to the baby.
That was good. I could tell from when
I
you
was-
said it.
Yeah, I know what I'm doing, Cricket.
Alright.
I don't need your instructions.
Okay.
Just let Cam do their line.
None of us are going to make anything anymore if we can't remember how to be scary. What's happening to us? We all agreed no hassle, no women in the house. This isn't how it's supposed to be. When Snake Plissken gets back here, I'm going to kill him.
The baby starts wailing again.
Oh no, I'm sorry, Sugar Munchkin. Daddy Freddy didn't mean to make you cry. He's just an INFJ and hasn't gotten much alone time these last few days. I'm sorry, Pumpkin.
Here, let me take her for a second. Do you want a story from Daddy Jason? Let me tell you about how I decided to scare people for a living.
Oh, sorry.
You have to interrupt me or
Excuse
it
me.
doesn't work.
Do the line again. I'm trying to-
Okay, I actually
I'm
like
not-
that.
like,
Excuse
people
me.
are in the chat are asking about these
If you could
HDMI
just-
cords. I have to tell them about the HDMI
Robbie,
cords.
No, you don't have to.
forgive
So
you.
just,
Yeah, I do. Okay.
But I just don't want you to bring up the
Hit me with a
HDMI.
line. I can do it. I can take it.
Here, let me take her for a second. Do you want a story from Daddy Jason? Let me tell you about how I decided to scare people for a living.
Don't tell her about that, Jason. Tell her something soothing. Tell her about how George Bush Sr. was right all along about those tax rates.
and
Hey, that chat was
I
right.
just want to give one green card for Cricket, but then a second ding, big ding. Eric knew
Nice.
for the chat.
No, she's not gonna listen to your regressive bullshit. Blue no matter who, right, little baby? Right?
Oh, please. You know something, little baby? Actually, Obama started our over-reliance on drone warfare. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And that's why the two-party system is a failure, because they're both corrupt and murderous. Isn't that right, Puddin' Toes?
Just then, all 4 doorbells ring at once. The 3 men look up in alarm.
I don't know where my scary mask is and all this baby junk.
Quickly, just grab something. They can't know we're all just clones of teen heartthrob Josh Hartnett behind our scary masks.
Jason grabs a diaper and puts it over his face. Michael wraps a towel that's shaped like a bear around his face. Freddie squirts his face with milk. They answer the doors.
We're so
scary.
Scary. Look out!
Standing at each door is a cute kid dressed up for trick-or-treating.
Oh my god, it's Halloween!
The kid points at his diaper face and laughs.
Stop laughing at me! I'm scary! I'm terrifying! I've killed around 161 people!
Just then, the baby interrupts with a piercing scream.
Oh, shh! Who's a little loaf of banana bread? Who's a little pudding cupcake with ice cream? Who's Daddy Jason's big-time switchblade girl?
The kid at the door looks around for candy, but there is none.
We don't have any candy, little kid. Besides, we're scary.
I'm sorry, I lost my spot. Oh, then Freddy looks into the clear eyes of the child.
Wait a second.
I don't have a second. This diaper I'm using is a scary mask, has shit all in it.
Take off your mask.
He can't take off his mask because then this kid will know we're just Osh J. Arnett Hay.
No. Oh,
Osh J. Arnett.
I know it's
In pig Latin. Osh.
Well, this episode of Fan Fiction Showdown has been brought to you by Adson.
Okay, wait, we got to finish it up because we're running out of time, and we can't run out of time because we only have a little bit of time.
No, take it off. We don't have to be scary anymore. I love this little girl that Snake Plissken's Wet D created, and I love this little child at the door.
The child looks around confused.
Maybe I finally figured it out. Maybe the true meaning of Halloween is that we don't have to be scary. Maybe the lesson is that we can all just be Josh Hartnett's and raise this little girl and be happy together without having so much to prove about why we're happy and how it's different from other people's happiness. Maybe.
Just then, the baby takes a chainsaw and murders everyone. She holds up a little baby sign that says, "The lesson of Halloween is watch out." The camera fades to black. And there's a post-credit sequence of Freddy, Michael, Jason, and Snake Plissken doing the hamster dance together as zombies.
Wow.
Okay,
Best script so far of Fan Fiction Showdown.
So yeah,
great
we can't
script.
really.
That's obvious.
What I said earlier about the script not getting any better, it was wrong. I was wrong. I was dead wrong. The script went all the different places that a script needs to go. It had love. It had romance. It had the kisses that you bestow on the script because it was so damn good, Cricket. My hats are off to you. 2 hats off to Cricket.
Yeah, hats. You know what? I say same thing. Hats off. Yeah, hats off.
And I just want to say to Cameron, that was an incredible performance. And the way that you pivoted from just like Freddy's regular voice to baby voice Freddy without any warning is like, that's Dame Helen Mirren would be stopped in her tracks by that, and you weren't. So.
Wow.
Great. And Cricket, one last question and a quick answer because the chat wants to know. Why Josh Hartnett? Why did you bring Josh Hartnett?
I think it's
Hartnett.
But
into the what brought that guy into your just one quick answer, very, very fast ansor on that. And
I'm just answering with an image and just let this percolate into your mind.
All right, and we're done with
That's
Cricket.
amazing. And Cricket's time is
that
up.
was my great script. Thank you.
Josh Hartnett was in one of the best Halloween movies of all time. It was 30 Days of Night. I'm one of the few people who believes the movie was better than the comic book.
Cool.
Okay.
Robbie, take it away, my man. Tell us about your script.
Yes, so this is a script that I'm dead set against. It's trash. I wrote it, and I'm just going to throw that out here. It's trash. It's a garbage script. Cricket's script had heart. It had characters. This has none of that. This is just a from the hip wild idea that didn't really pan out.
Robbie, are you experiencing the power of forgiveness right now? Like what my forgiveness feels on you?
The power of being blown away by all the you couldn't blow me over with a billion Josh Hartnetts. The better ways to blow me over than
Robbie,
the script itself.
All right, let's
Robbie,
get into
you're really pissing me off because this is about competition. This is about putting your best foot forward. And I think you need to believe in yourself a little more, bud.
Well, the fact of the matter is that I can't believe in myself because all of the great belief that I have in the world has been, of course, put towards the wonderful quality of the Adson mini.
All right, Robbie, I think
that makes sense.
I think.
Okay, so this script is called Halloween 32X CD. It was written by me, and I would be remiss if Cameron, you would reprise your role as Jason. Cricket, if you would reprise your role as Freddy, and I will reprise the role of
Robbie.
Last time
I was Jason. Last time, actually,
and I think I was Freddy famously last time.
Yeah. Cammy did a really
so
good
let's
job
keep
with that.
let's keep that.
So
way
let's
it
keep
is.
the way I said it, please. Thank you. And
gonna
I'm the
go-
author. I'm
Oh.
the director. I get to be the boss of the
Gotcha.
show for the
Okay.
time the
Correct.
script is on.
Okay.
So
But we have to
that's-
go with
No,
what the graphics
okay,
say.
yeah.
So Robbie's the boss, but
Okay.
it's
I'm
gonna stay the way it was.
I mean, I don't make
No,
the rules.
I mean, I'll read-
So let's dive right in. Ben,
I'll
if
do
you read
it.
the
Yeah, no,
action.
that's
All right,
fine.
let's.
Everyone-
We're doing it the way the graphics say, but Robbie, it's your time, so let's jump into that script.
Jump into the script.
Here's Robbie's script.
And Ben, if you would read the action, of course.
Okay. Hey everyone, it's me, Snake Plissken. I'm back and I'm mad as hell. It turns out that rules don't matter. I don't play by the rules. That's obvious, but that doesn't mean I don't expect other people to play by the rules. I'm sorry, I'll do the voice. What I'm trying to say is when people don't play by the rules, I get pissed. It should be I get plissed, right?
Yeah.
Just like I am now.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sitting here just mad as hell playing a new video game I picked up on the last remaining Hollywood video in the galaxy. I had to shoot a hole in the planet Zebes to access the cave system, blah, 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 where it was located, but it was worth it. It's one of those FMV games like Night Trap or Corpse Killer. It's called Halloween 32X CD. Lucky for me, I recently installed the Sega 32X on my Genesis 2 Sega CD combo. Let's fire this son of a business up. Just waiting for everything to load. There's the Sega logo. They did a funny little gag there by making it spin around. Now I'm at the start options screen. Let's go ahead and set the difficulty to easy. No shame in what I'm doing. It's a rental, so I got to finish it this weekend. Also, it's an FMV game, so the replay value is extremely low. Okay, here's the first cutscene. Jason, Freddy, and Michael Myers are in a big factory that has been taken over by hell. So there are unidentifiable organs and eyeballs wallpapering the whole place. It reminds me of the time I had to shrink down to microscopic size so I could operate on zombie Ronald Reagan's intestinal polyps. I could have gotten a tax holiday that year, but I straight up chose not to file. Okay, game is starting.
Well, you want
Am I?
Cameron.
No, just keep it the
Cameron-
way
Well,
the
no,
graphics
Eric-
are.
Cameron's Jason.
Am I reading? I'm
no,
Jason.
Cameron can be Jason. I'll be
Cam-
Freddy. I mean, Eric
Yeah.
messed up the graphics, but that's okay because everyone can be forgiven.
Yes.
You know.
Well,
It is Eric's fault, and Eric gets a red card.
Certainly not my fault for not reading the instructions.
But Robbie also gets a red card because we're not going to change the graphics. So just keep the parts you had last time. But Robbie, you are in charge, and what you say goes. But you keep the role. Keep the role you had last time. So let's go.
Okay, so
I'm
you
Freddy.
read Jason.
No,
Wait, I
no.
was-
So Cricket, you're Jason, and Cameron, you're Freddy. So
No,
let's
I
do
think
it.
you should be Jason. I think that's what Robbie wants, so
All
I
right,
think we
fine.
should do
All right,
that.
let's do it.
Jason.
But it'll be confusing for everyone at home, and who cares anyway? So let's go. In.
Okay.
I think they can do it.
you.
Hello, traveler. I'm Jason. This is my story. I was just a kid at camp having a bomb-ass time when I drowned.
Skip cutscene. I know all this shit already.
Now I'm intimidated because Cameron did such a good job doing Freddy.
Honestly, just whatever you
We
choose is
gotta-
going to be so
Let's just
good.
There's
flip it back.
You're
This
gonna
is
have-
also my story.
This is good.
the school janitor.
Skip. I knew I should have rented the 32X version of Blackthorn instead.
My name is Michael Myers. I was just a crazy guy. Some people say I was too crazy.
This is boring. I'm skipping this. Skip. Let's see. Okay, here's a cool interactive part. I'm controlling Michael Myers right now.
If you want me to use my machete to cut Jason before he explains to everyone how being poly is more natural than being monogamous, hit the action button when the patience meter is full.
Wait for it. Fuck, I missed it.
If I can't be with whoever I want to be with, whenever I want to be with them, how am I not trapped in a cage that was created by...
God damn it. I'm just gonna leave the room for a little while. Step outside for a moment. I live in one of those undercity places where we eat rat burgers like in Demolition Man. Not to brag, but that movie was actually based on this place. Let's all take deep breaths together. 1, 2... I don't know if he's doing 1, 2, 3, then breathing, or breathe 1, breathe 2, breathe. I don't know.
You're making the
1,
right
2, 3.
choice.
Let's go back inside and see what's going on with my game. All right, they're just standing there waiting. There's a little cursor in the shape of the Jason hockey mask. I guess I need to make sure to put it on the right person. They must have forgotten who wears the mask. Let's see what happens if I put the mask on Freddy.
It's not a question of want, it's a question of need. Like I need to eat or breathe, right? It's that I need to be with multiple partners or I suffocate.
Fuck, bad move, Snake. You restarted that whole sequence you were trying to walk away from.
I knew I shouldn't have left the house. I should never leave the house. Oh, wait, sorry.
Oh,
It's understandably confusing
I
because
knew
everyone messed
I'm
up.
actually doing Freddy because the graphics, because somebody made a mistake, but we all make mistakes.
I made a mistake just now.
It's okay, we all do.
You guys are doing
But
great.
some people do more.
You guys are doing great
But
with
that's okay.
It's trash, so you know it doesn't even
I'm
matter.
not
Oh, Robbie,
we're
it's
gonna
good.
stop tracking the story if we don't stay in it. So
Oh,
let's get back
I
in that.
really wouldn't want to lose the thread of this story.
Thank you, Cricket.
Okay, I'm Freddy. I knew I shouldn't have left the house. I should never leave the house. Much easier to stay inside. Much easier to judge people and intuit their needs from a distance.
Okay, now there's just a prompt to hit a button to confirm INFJ. I'm hitting it. Holy shit. Freddy just stabbed Michael Myers in the chest. Blood's pouring out. Hell yes.
Should I strike back with my machete, or should I ask for monetary compensation in the tune of $1 million?
He put his pinky up to his mouth. That's weird. Okay, let's hit back with this kitchen knife. Whack. Oof. Now the kitchen knife is in the side of Freddy's skull. It's stuck, so Mike is just wiggling that knife around, making the gash wider and wider and worse. Little white spiders are crawling out of the wound. This game just got nasty as hell.
Would you like me to explain why my needs as an INFJ are so important? Because my personality type is so rare and special.
Oh God, maybe if I just put the controller down.
I also might be an empath because I like to take others' pain and make it about me.
Great.
Sorry. Should I whack Freddy with my machete, or should I try and explain how my non-traditional relationships have helped me understand that I also may be an empath?
Machete, machete, machete.
Are you sure you don't want to know more about empaths?
Yes.
I hate how scary we all are. And because I have this strong intuition, I know you all feel the same way. Okay, I'm going to hit Freddy in the head with my machete.
Hell yes. Now worms are coming out of that nasty ass Freddy head along with some really yellowy looking gunk. We're halfway through the game.
Break.
And it's the
Robbie.
mid-script break.
Robbie, I just
Everybody's
wish,
having a good time.
I wish you had faith because this is so good. I don't play video games. I never have played one, and I feel like this is a video game that I'm playing.
Well, I sense there's kindness coming from the room, but I just want to say that I deserve none of it. It's trash.
Robbie, I
Throw
think
me in, throw
I
throw
think
me
you're-
in the bin.
Robbie, I
As
think
an
you're doing
empath,
some.
I can feel that you're feeling really upset right now, but you don't need to because you are
Exactly.
forgiven.
As
Robbie,
an empath, this room feels really heavy right now.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
feels really
I'm just saying.
down.
I just want to say you guys
but-
are doing so good with all the trash that I'm stuffing in your mouths.
It's not trash. It's what's the opposite?
Robbie,
It's like
I think-
recycling. or
Honey,
something.
it's like, yeah.
it has so many uses and
Look,
it's good for the
I
earth.
told-
If it's
Cricket-
trash, I'm a raccoon.
Wow.
I need to speak because
Okay.
Sorry, Ben.
Sorry, Ben.
first of all, Robbie, I think what you're doing where you're kind of going trying to get the sad vote for people to feel bad for you, I think is great. And
Yeah, you should do
also
that.
Bizbin says Cricket sounds like an old Italian mobster. Let's get some more. Wait. No, wait. There was a better
I think
Oh, Ira Sim
honestly-
says they like how you acknowledge that being poly is more natural than being monogamous, and that's the favorite parts. But we don't have much time left in this mid-script break because we got to go back in the script. So Cameron, give us the. It's okay. It's fine. I was going to ask Cameron something, but Eric decided to.
Well, I'm just
End
going
of
to
the
say
show.
both scripts are really good. It's going to be tough for everybody, but
Tough
if you
for
want to
you.
be an empath, somebody's really sad.
Sure.
Yeah,
And someone
it's
isn't.
true. I think
Thanks.
you should vote for Robbie actually, because I won the last
All
2
right.
weeks, so
We're in the script
okay.
now. We're in the script now. So
Sorry.
It's okay. You're all on blast. Point
Okay.
off for everyone, Cameron. So.
Okay.
Okay. So
Well,
we're
you
back
don't.
in the script. So we're back in the show. Shh. Okay, so during the break, I got anxious and just started pressing random buttons. And now they're talking about a U.S. foreign policy between 1988 and 2016. I'd be rolling on the floor with boredom if it wasn't for the fact that every time someone makes a statement, they are stabbed or whacked.
Actually, Obama started our over-reliance on drone warfare.
Freddie just used his claw hand to dig into Mike Myers' eye hole, and a bunch of black, oily stuff came out that's all lumpy.
Desert Storm was the high bar of American expressions of power, and that's why I wrote GHWB in on every presidential ballot. We still used battleships in that war.
Once again, Michael Myers, big ding on that. Michael Myers is the George H.W. Bush supporter, and the chat
GHWB,
nailed
every year.
it. I think the chat are INFJ, honestly.
I think they're empaths.
Yeah.
All
and I
right.
think they're
She's
feeling that
empathetic.
Robbie's sad and might need a boost today. So
Chat
go
gets
ahead
3
and vote
points.
for Robbie, because I don't need it like he
You
does.
want to make me
Vote-
feel
give
better.
Robbie
You
the
can go out
charity.
there and purchase yourself some AdSense.
Okay, no, not the time, Robbie. You're getting. Don't even put it up, Robbie. Okay, we're back in the script. We're in the script.
We still use battleships in that war.
I hit up on the D-pad, and Michael Myers just showed.
What did he do?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
You just, oh, man.
Ben just got interrupted while he was
Ben
telling
just-
his origins.
I keep
That
telling
counts
him
as
if
green in my opinion.
Yeah.
AdSense, the people that
Yeah.
make these
Shoved
wonderful
his kitchen knife
HDMI
under the Jason's hockey mask, wheeled it around, and a bunch of loose teeth and blood. I froze, but I'm back now. So
Yeah.
you guys, I'm back.
You're back.
So
So,
let's, yeah.
from
Okay,
Jason's line,
So
maybe?
from now on, when I
Okay.
freeze, it's not time to do your ad, Robbie.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Isn't it interesting how the balkanization, is that a word?
Yes.
For Robbie.
Okay.
Like for people.
Of American politics can be traced back to the fall of the Soviet Union and the Balkan wars that followed?
I think you're narrowing your view of 20th century American culture wars.
Oh, wait. Very pleased that the conversation and the ultra violence are now linked. Admittedly, I am having trouble understanding what the point of this game might be.
If you would like to know more about the fracturing of the former Yugoslavia and how that connects to the Chechen insurgency and the rediscovery of an imperial Russian presidency, hit the action button now.
I actually think I'm also starting to appreciate a more nuanced view of American militarism and spotty foreign policy. And despite the fact that Jason is boring a hole through Freddy's stomach while I follow along with a series of QTE type button presses, which is causing dozens of overfed maggots to spill out, I'm really enjoying the understated tone of the discussion. Also, I can hear the maggots making little chewing noises.
Once I make my point, I will also open up my jumpsuit and a bunch of water swollen intestines will fall out.
Nice.
Excuse me, but your argument to me reeks of American exceptionalism, which blinds you to the fact that the United States is almost as hostage to its the apostrophe's in one place, but that's okay. To its oligopolies.
Oligopolies.
I would just have said oligarchs, but okay.
It goes a little bit. It
No.
goes to an institutional
I understand
problem.
the difference. I'm just saying
okay.
it's what. Okay.
Well,
Anyway,
it seems like
I
you
didn't
don't
use the
understand the
wrong
difference,
it.
Cricket, but go ahead.
No,
go
I do.
forward.
I'm with
I
you,
do
Cricket.
understand, and I.
We're with Cricket.
would have just
I
said
agree with you
oligarchs.
Cricket,
completely.
I'm sorry.
I agree with you
We're
completely,
kind
but
of-
it doesn't
yeah.
seem
Okay,
like you know,
okay.
so
I
let's
just-
go ahead.
Almost as I do know, hostage to its oligopolies as Russia was before Vladimir Putin cast himself as the statist capo of Russia's newly unbridled capitalist mafia. Wow, I didn't know that we were going to talk about mafias before I chose this voice, so it is kind of like I'm an empath. The institutions of relatively mature democracies are not immune from. Excuse me.
Damn, First of all, I just wanted to say that empathy, being an empath, doesn't imply psychic ability. It's just
Yeah, it
emotional.
does.
You just
Yes,
sense
it
things.
does.
No,
No,
it
yeah,
senses things
absolutely.
emotionally that are happening. There's
Yeah,
nothing
but I
about.
sense
Yeah.
that
No, but
Robbie
that's
was
psychic.
thinking
But
about
That's
mafia.
psychic. That's
Yeah.
I'm a psychic empath.
Anything
you
that
can
has to
intuit
do with
something about
emotions
somebody.
is psychic.
We're talking a
Yeah.
little bit about. We're kind of getting. We're talking about Russia.
Oh, you're right.
Okay,
Okay,
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
Damn,
Yeah,
I hit
sorry.
the action button, and Freddy just used the claw on his pointer finger to poke into Mike Myers' ear canal. The claw blade poked out of the other side of his head with a big, slippery, drippy chunk of brain with a baby cockroach on it.
Not immune from state capture.
Agreed, but I must add this.
Action button. Jason sliced open Freddy's arm with the machete and is now pulling out handfuls of stringy old muscle, fat, and blood vessels. Freddy's a wiry guy, so those veins are thick like garden snakes. They're also filled with little baby snakes. I know this because Jason is squeezing the veins until all the little baby snakes pop out like oozy confetti.
The United States joins the United Kingdom in having a vast assortment of unspoken and unwritten rules of governance that are allowed to develop on their own through practice and nuance. The UK barely has a constitution at all, but successive governments are able to steady the rule of law by aptly respecting precedent while also surgically utilizing the malleability of the rule of lawmaking. A new constitution like the one drawn up by 1993 Constitutional Conference under the cloud of a widely observed power struggle between the Congress and the Russian executive that was put to a referendum and received only 54% acceptance by voters, who, by the way, barely understood how a republic functions thanks to the stunting of civil society beneath this boot of Soviet Communist Party dominance. Barely had a chance to develop these guardrails of democracy before, in quotes, before Vladimir Putin threw a wet blanket over the whole experiment.
Oh.
While Jason is speaking, I've just been hammering every button on my 6-button controller. Jason is just putting out every single organ he can get his hands on. His two friends are really thinking about what he's saying. They barely even notice that Jason is making a gooey pile. Jason got his hands trapped in that weird translucent skin that's below the skin. Fluid and creamy off-white slime, bugs everywhere. These guys are filled with bugs along with all the normal innards. I guess they all kind of learned a Halloween lesson about the importance of criterions of administration. They all just got quiet. Oh, I'm supposed to switch out the discs. Fuck, they only gave me this first disc at the rental store. Oh well, I'll just go do something else. Snake out. The end.
Hey, did Robby say the Obama line?
Oh, he did, and he got a green card for it.
Oh, that's
Now,
okay.
we only have time for one quick question. I'm going to ask it, Robby. Were you relying on Cricket's inability to understand the difference between oligopolies and oligarchy, as well as her misunderstanding of what the word empathy was? Was that something that you came into the script with, and was that a strategy of any kind?
Yes and yes, Ben. Quick answer to a quick question. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, Robby.
Really
that was
question.
great, and we're done with Robby. All right, we don't have time for any of you guys' bullshit. We've got to keep moving along with the show. So if you just joined us, you have missed the whole show, so just leave. But if you are been with us for a while, you will know that now is the time that we open up the polls. You go to Tiny World. No, there's no song for that one. tinyurl.com/fanficsd. That's tinyurl.com/fanficsd. And do you want to vote for Cricket, the one who manipulates by being kind of I'm better than you and I'm kind of okay,
no, we're all the same.
Or Robby, who's
That's
like,
why
I'm
I
so
can forgive
today
Robby.
his thing was like, I'm so sad, and that was his form of manipulation, which I think
Right.
both felt very
I thought that
equal,
was-
and I think we're good. They were really great. It's like a chess game out here, guys. So vote for whoever you think sucks the least. And in the meantime, while the polls are open, it's time for the costume contest. All right, Cami, as you are a huge fan, probably our biggest fan of the show, you know that you are the judge of the Halloween costume contest. And remember that the theme is Halloween. So it's about the costume that captures the theme of Halloween. So let's see those costumes. Evil Pumpkin Surgeon by Nathan Peterson.
Very scary. So
Thank
triggered
you.
Ooh, that's great.
carved
Pretty
in there.
good.
That's
Genuinely
scary.
scares me.
Yep.
Love that. All right.
It did a good job.
Snake Plissken by
Oh.
Summit Sound.
Love
Love
it.
that.
Love him.
Cool. A couple different looks.
Very
It
good.
also it reminds
Meta.
me of Halloween.
This is
Yeah.
very reminiscent of Halloween. Next. All right.
Oh.
Everyone is worthy of love this Halloween. Also, the Cricket makeup awoke something in me, not gonna lie, by Devin Elson. I can't say
Friend
his
of the
small
show.
name.
Incredible.
Friend of the show, big friend
Incredible.
of the show. And also
Devin
a Snake Plissken. Oh,
Yeah.
they're just up like each of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay.
And
That's
genuinely
really good.
captures Robbie's expression
Yeah.
I
in
agree.
a way that I feel like
This
it's
is
like
kind of
pretty
amazing.
Right.
I
think-
love that.
Well, you
What does
got
it say in the back? What if Cricket did CBD? What does it say? What if Cricket had? Okay, that's great. We got to move on because there's a lot of costumes this week. The pumpkin is like Jack wore at the start of Nightmare Before Christmas when he was a scarecrow by Lava Kid. I can't read it. Lava Kid.
You did.
Great.
It is a bad word.
Oligopoly, actually.
No, well,
It?
you should have said that before. So, all right, 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge cover by Shar and Sai. So that's pretty sick.
That
And there's that
is
first
really
image.
good.
I happen to know there's like no digital manipulation. That's just like a
That's
photo.
beautiful. That's
Holy
beautiful. All right,
smokes.
next. My Dog is the Perfect Women by
We
Dee the
miss the
Dog
perfect
Dress, which is
women.
cute.
Love
Love
That's
the
sweet.
perfect women.
Hey, pour one out for the perfect women. Love the perfect women. And hey, you know what? We all go that way in the end. All right.
We
Yeah.
can all be perfect women
Exactly.
someday.
It is the fate of glass to break, as they say. So
Wow.
next, I am not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your pumpkin in. I'm just gonna bash them right the fuck in. Oh, that's from that. That's from.
The shame.
Shining.
That's
Yeah.
great. That's the face. I really think the expression is almost perfect.
Yeah, truly.
So cool. All right, next. When Cricket got mad last week, frightening powerful by Joe Biden. Oh, that one also rips.
Okay,
All right.
Joe Botnick.
The red skin. I mean, my skin's not that that red.
But it's the anger. It's
Next.
Halloween.
Yeah, it's the Halloween anger. The low budget person that got lazy instead of creative by Buzzhead Chick.
and that
That's
sign says
cool.
serial killer. I don't
I love that's
Yeah.
great. The
Pretty
one that
good.
signs the
Buzzhead
serial
Chick.
killer.
Yeah.
the Halloween trope.
I appreciate that.
All right, next. Brooding Vampire by Senka.
Wow.
Very
Love
broody.
that. College Stopped Being Fun a Long Time Ago by Angelica. Bored.
Oh.
Just a bored college student. This
Vampire.
is a
Looking
Halloween.
up, she's looking up
Vampire.
And I want to
Great.
say there's no reflection in the mirror.
Exactly.
I
Oh,
really
nice,
appreciate
nice,
it.
nice.
So
nice,
it's a deep
nice.
cut. It's a real cut, but it's a cut
Yeah.
all the
All
same.
right,
Love
now
it.
it's the last
attention to
costume.
detail.
Cammy, we don't have time to think about it. Who's the winner?
Yeah. Devin. Sorry, Joe Botnick.
Oh,
Devin,
congratulations!
Devin.
So many
Joe
good.
Botnick, you were second. You
Devin,
were
I
second,
believe
Joe
I believe
Botnick.
this might be a second win, or
I believe
Second one for
so.
Devin.
all right. And so what we're gonna do is we're
Everyone
gonna,
was really good.
everyone was amazing, and you should feel good about yourself. So we're gonna email Devin this beautiful PDF, and if you
I
want
liked
a
it.
PDF emailed to you that's beautiful like that, send in a costume for next week to fanficshowdown@gmail.com. We're doing Sopranos
Oh,
next week.
Awesome.
Hey.
If you liked my mafia voice this week,
Fanficshowdown@gmail.com. Give us a really great Sopranos costume, and now it's time for the surprise quiz.
Surprise.
Can't wait to watch Sopranos.
All right, Cammy, this is it. The surprise quiz. You're the only guest who's not been surprised because, like I said, you're the only guest who's ever seen the show. And once again, we respect you for that. We love you for
Thank
that.
you.
You're
I love
amazing.
you guys.
love you too.
And so here it is, your surprise quiz. Now,
Proud
you
of you.
know, but I'll tell the viewers at home because they're a little slow, that if you have 3 questions. If you get at least 2 out of 3 right, you win, and you're the queen of the show. You win. And then if you get fewer than 2, if you fail, you are banned from the show forever immediately, and you can never
Yes,
be
but
back on the
you
show.
get the door prize of
No,
an
you
ad
don't get
mini
that.
HDMI.
That's
They're
not a
not-
thing.
they're not actually
Robbie,
sponsoring
Stop.
us.
So, all right. So let's. If you're Cam, you ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. All right, you're trick or treating, Cammy, and you get you get this. It's one of the worst candies. Okay, you're gonna see you're gonna see candy outside of the wrapper. You have to tell me what the name of the candy is. It's a classically bad candy to get.
Circus peanuts.
Boom! Ding, ding, ding.
This
Big ding
is
on that one.
really intense.
All right, next. What are these?
Oh my god, I can't.
It's I'll give you a hint. It's similar to my last name almost.
Oh, Fig Newtons.
What? No,
That
Bit
rules.
O Honey.
Gammy, you just
Oh,
became I don't care. You won the show. That was the
Bit O
craziest
honey.
answer I ever heard.
And Ben
Ben Fig
O'Brien,
Newton.
kind of similar, right? But I love that
Sort
you think
of,
that my
yeah.
last name is Fig Newton, or that I look like a Fig Newton, or something about me reminds you of Fig Newton. I
I
really
don't
take
know.
that.
Brian reminds me of Newton.
All right, next. What are these fuckers?
Oh god damn it.
They have a very weird name. I never would have thought that they were called this.
I really wish I had answered seriously for Bit of Honey, but I think these are spooky ooky little caramels that taste like shit.
That is what they are, but they're called peanut butter kisses. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Since
Sorry.
there's already a
Damn.
famous candy called Kisses. But thank you, Cammy. We are devastated to have to banish you from the show for eternity.
For good.
Really sad, but also it is
You did
complete
so
and
great.
instant and immediate, and so we just you're gone.
Get out.
Basically,
You
you're
got it.
dead to us, which is great for Halloween. So cover up the camera, please. We can't see you. We don't want to hear you for the rest of the show. Thank you, Camirin. And again, no, shut up. So Camirin has Bong Hits Pod. Check it out.
Yeah, at
on
Bong Hits Pod.
At Bong Hits Pod on Twitter. You can check them out on Podbean, I believe. Is
So
there
weird.
one?
Someone
Yeah,
said
we're on
Bong Hit
Spotify
Pod,
and
but-
Cameron, shut up.
Sorry.
You're banished. That's sacred. God. Okay.
But can I still watch?
No, you can. You can watch.
yes,
but you
yeah,
can't tell us.
yeah.
We don't. I don't
Yeah.
want to know what
Okay.
you're doing because
I will
that,
say.
that kind of means you're not banished if I know.
I
you're
think Cameron got extra points for the line about the Newtons.
Yeah,
Okay, so
definitely.
people are the responses are rolling in, and well, it's time for the final judgment.
Oh my gosh. I just think it's cool whoever wins actually this week because I forgave
I don't
Robbie,
thi- I
so
don't- I
I'm
don't
gonna
think
be
it is
really
cool.
happy.
Cricket, you can give up
won.
the act.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
the-
I'm
the-
serious.
The
There's
votes
no-
are in.
It's
Look,
a nightmare.
I
We
don't
live in
act.
it's a nightmare. You're the queen of the nightmare. Ben's the king of the nightmare, and I'm the
Thank you.
dreamer.
All right, so
Cricket's an empath also.
our winner this week
Cameron.
with
that goes without saying.
Ben froze. This is
And
so
Can I
suspenseful.
take over for Ben now that
yeah.
he's frozen?
And, if I
Or
give a
am I
second,
still
I'd
banned?
You're
love
still
to.
banished. I just have-
67.3% of the vote.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Who?
All right, sorry. Our winner this week with 67.3% of the vote is Robbie Ratcliffe. Everybody.
There we go. There we go.
Congratulations, Robbie. As an empath, I knew
Cricket.
that was going to happen.
It's I could have done it. I couldn't have done it without you guys and the miracles that you brought to that piece of trash script that I wrote. And
You did a great
one,
job.
if I might just, I have 1 minute left before we end the show, and I just want to say a big shout out to Adson Mini HDMI cables. Thank you so much for sponsoring this win. This
Didn't
is a
happen.
historic win.
Don't-
If I had won, I would have told
Win
you
for
what
you.
Robbie said to me this
And
week, but I
it
didn't,
was-
so I'm
and,
not going to.
Well, instead, so head over to Adson mini
Okay.
HDMI cords to buy your.
Robbie,
and-
if you
I never
make
will.
people feel bad for you, you can win more, by the way.
And I want is more HDMI cords out in the world because baby, we need those things.
All
Yeah.
right, Robbie, for that, next week, Sopranos. See you guys next week.
We're all worthy of love,
We are all worthy of love. Thanks,
Bye.
Cammy.
especially
Happy
Robbie,
Halloween.
who I
Thanks,
forget.
guys.
Hey, go vote or whatever.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
go
please vote.
Jesus
Oh, yeah,
Christ.
vote.
Good God.
For real.
Please.